Oh, he just went low. He's in his head. He's in his head. He's open. His head wide open. Cracked open in the face.
And welcome back everybody to the Kingdom Hearts Final Mix playthrough, LP, Mario Man 2100. We're back again with the story so far. And yeah, it's like I said with New Super Mario Bros. Wii. It's actually been a couple of weeks since I last recorded this game, so... Yeah, so we're in Olympus Coliseum. We're going to take on the trial, or the preliminaries. This first one is a bit easier, a bit of an easier course than the others, and getting a good time for this is getting a good time for this one. That one in particular is pretty easy compared to the other one. This one, on the other hand, does have a particular route. Thank God we can go outside. So one of the things that is good about this event is that if you hit the barrel at the right angle and hit it with a 3-hit combo, it'll launch into the other barrels. Oh, I have never done that before. There is usually a barrel on top of that platform over there, and I've never hit it with the barrels there. You're supposed to hit it with the top barrel.
Looks like I'm headed for the games.
Afraid not.
Why not?
2 words. You guys ain't heroes.
And I love like Goofy's counting as well. It's just like, that's not right. And now we get Thunder. So we get new magic. And we're going off in a huff out of this place because they won't accept us.
Rather a stubborn old goat, wouldn't you say?
Oh, hey, hold on there, Fuzzboy. Wait, let me guess. You want to enter the games, right?
Well then, hey, get a load of this.
A pass?
It's all yours. Good luck, kid. I'm pulling for you, little shorty.
So yeah, so for those of you that have watched Hercules, that is Hades, voiced by James Woods, and it actually is voiced by James Woods in this game. Because I think it's Hercules, I think in this game have the same voice actors. Of course, Danny DeVito does not voice Phil in this game, and I don't think we get Meg until the second game. So yeah, so a limited amount of characters for the for Hercules at this point. No, okay, so no, it was only practice. This is the preliminaries. So it's our basic tournament. Basic tournament matches. I think it's 5 rounds? 5, 6 rounds? Anyway, we got Heartless all over the place, and yeah. All sorts of Heartless. Oh, thank God I do have dodge roll. This makes it a whole lot easier to move around. Yeah, we get all sorts of different poses from Sora, from Donald, and from Goofy. We have another cameo. And if you could tell from that spiky hair, you should know who that is, or especially that shoulder pad. Metal shoulder pad. Who knows, you might end up facing him. Well, foreshadowing? Yeah, Thunder is a good spell in this game. If you're especially getting in your crowd, casting Thunder is probably a good idea, because, yeah. L for love, apparently, it's not loser. Alright, Heat and Freeze. Yeah, just be very careful with these guys. Tried to dodge out of the way then. Ow. And yes, every spell that we use in this game, Donald will... I hate using potions in these matches, but I think I have to, just because we don't have healing magic. Because we will eventually get healing magic later on. I really do kind of hate this round, because all the red Nocturnes and the blue Rhapsodies have long range. So yeah, so Hercules does exist in this world, and Zeus actually exists in this world, even though we don't actually see him. We don't actually see him until Kingdom Hearts 3, which is really fucking weird. You thought we would have seen him by now, but I guess Zeus wasn't an important character in the in the world of Olympus up until this point. Ow. Yeah, so one thing that you really should be able to do is take out the Nocturne-like enemies, because that counters the long-range attacks. And thankfully in these matches, and I think even in future matches, because we'll get more tournament matches as well, we'll get into a situation where this all adds up in experience. It's not like a situation where you go to the Coliseum and then these, the enemies that you face in here don't actually count towards your level progression. Which I think is great for an RPG, because like if you have a situation like this...
That little punk is your next opponent, okay? Don't blow, just take him out.
The great god of the underworld is afraid of a kid? Sorry, but my contract says...
I know! You think I don't know? I wrote the contract! I know it says you're only required to kill Hercules in this tournament. But you gotta fight that kid to get to him. Come on. Hey, it's like that old goat says. Rule number 11. It's all just a game. So let loose and have fun with it. I mean, a casualty or two along the way. It's no big deal, right?
So yeah, so if you actually don't know who that character is, that's Cloud Strife from Final Fantasy VII.
It's back home. Still, suckers like him are hard to come by.
And now I got large bodies as well. Oh god damn it, I just used the Mega Potion too. Okay, so let's actually load up with some healing items. And unfortunately for us, those healing items that we used, unfortunately we lose. So unfortunately we get into a situation where we lose those items, which kind of sucks. I think in this particular instance, it kind of sucks because if you get to a situation where you get stuck with this world, because ultimately you might get stuck with this world. You might not level up enough. God, I am getting hit by the soldiers now. Thank God, like, got Donald and Goofy here, because you actually act as different targets for the Blue Rhapsodies and the and the Red Nocturnes. So not all the ice and fireballs are coming towards you in particular. It sucks when you're the only one that's left, because then you're getting ice balls right up your ass. And yeah, that sucks. Trust me, that ultimately it really does suck. Ow. And that's another thing that I don't like about the Blue Rhapsodies and the Red Nocturnes and that sort of thing.
That's the power of the Keyblade.
So I think that's either Cloud or Squall. And thankfully with ice, like Blizzard more than fire, you actually get a situation where you get 3 ice balls thrown out all at once. So you actually can get multiple targets. Which I think is great, because you can take out multiple targets at the same time, and especially with like the Red Nocturnes and the Blue Rhapsodies, like there you go. I think I should have probably used a potion more than the Mega Potion, but that's okay. Just because I think everybody needed health anyway. Yeah, ducking and weaving, always a good idea when it comes to these guys, when it comes to the the aerial enemies of like the red Nocturnes, Blue Rhapsodies. We'll see, since we get more magic later through the game, we get more of those types of enemies.
See ya.
Yeah, well, with fire, I think one of the good things that we do have in this game is that it does act like a shotgun. Okay. So yeah, like I said, they have different wing quotes and different win animations. Thank God. Ah. And I walked into that one. So yeah, so one of the big things that I do not like about this round is the fact that we have a large body as well as the Red Nocturnes and Blue Rhapsodies. At least we've got the large body to worry about and nothing else. Oh, what? Did you see me swing? I swung! Wow. Okay, so I'm gonna do a little something out of sequence. I'm actually gonna go to the next world. I'm drastically under level for the next world. But I think I do want to level up over there and get experience. So I'm going to do little things out of sequence, and I'm probably going to get absolutely mauled by everything because we get further through the plot. But I am getting absolutely rinsed in Olympus Coliseum right now. And I don't know why it is, because usually I do not have to be leveled up too much for that area. But anyway, I'm guessing that's just proud mode coming in, or proud mode, expert mode coming in like it does. Not happy. Because usually I can do Olympus Coliseum before this next world, but I think due to plot reasons we won't be able to leave this world for reasons we'll get into in a couple of minutes when we get to this next world. Oh, I missed the crystal. I will say, like, when it comes to the gummy ship, I think that the gummy ship is a great idea. I particularly love it. And I personally, like, I don't mind Kingdom Hearts 1's gummy ship sections. Like, they're not absolutely, like, the best thing in the world. Because I think, like Kingdom Hearts 2, I think is definitely better in the regard of gummy ships, just because it's, like, high octane, and I love that about Kingdom Hearts 2. Plus, you know, Kingdom Hearts 2 was my first experience of a Kingdom Hearts game. Like, I'd seen Kingdom Hearts 1 kind of in action before, and I've mentioned this a few times. Like, my dad's owned this since it actually came out. I think it actually came with my PS2 originally. And so the copy that I have still has the Squaresoft logo, it still has the Disney Interactive, and it's actually it's actually the shiny cover art for the first game, so it's one of those launch games. I shouldn't say it was a launch game for PS2, but the version that I got, yeah. Anyway, we'll get to that in a second. So, hey, Donald, maybe King Mickey's down there. So yeah, so Donald wants to move on. Riku and Kairi might be down there, and Goofy thinks King Mickey might be down there too. So yeah, so now Sora and Donald are getting into a fight. And now it looks like Sora has touched a button that he's not supposed to in the gummy ship, and we crash landed. So yeah, so I didn't see. I don't think I see much of the gummy ship from this game.
Goofy?
I've seen it more in Kingdom Hearts 2 and experienced it through that. And I love the high octane of the music and a lot of the routes. So yeah, so this is a tough fight initially. So yeah, so we get rocked.
Fire! Come on! Come on!
Oh, actually I can juggle him. Okay. I don't think you can do that for the fight later on. As you can see, we're a little bit like the Leon fight. We're a little bit worn out. But yeah, if we actually get to see that cutscene, Leon... like, we beat Leon, like, if we win against Leon in Travis Town, we get into a situation where we're like worn out. It's like, oh, I'm gonna get you, I'm gonna get you,
Danger.
and then faints
Thank you.
from exhaustion. It's a little bit like this battle. Like we get to see that a couple of times in
What
this
is
game.
this place?
This place.
Okay. Where did the others go? Look, I got separated from my friends. Have you seen them?
Hmm?
Friends.
Friends.
Right, my friends. There's 2 of them. The loud one is Donna.
What?
You know what? Never mind. I'm looking for my friends Riku and Kairi.
Look for Riku. Friends.
Right.
Kairi. Friends.
Right.
So we're seeing Kyrie again.
Friends. Here.
Really? Huh?
Friends. Here.
Not sure I understand, but show me. Take me to Riku and Kairi.
Tarzan. Tarzan. Go.
And I'm Sora. Tarzan go, Sora go.
I don't think that's how it works, alright, but anyway. We're trying to communicate with Tarzan. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Deep Jungle. For those of you that actually know the Kingdom Hearts series, Deep Jungle is not a world that a lot of people particularly like. I will say, other than Wonderland, this is the one world in this game that a lot of people do not like. I don't mind it so much. There is a few problems I will admit with this world, but I don't particularly hate it because I think that Tarzan is a good idea of a world, and I think back choosing the worlds, I think that Tarzan was a nice pick. I think eventually, like with the story that we have in this game, I think it is a good story. So yes, Tarzan goes. And as you can see, Dora, Donald and Goofy are hanging out and have crash landed and separated from us. So now Tarzan's gone ahead, and we need to follow him. Although we do have some things that we can get in this area, like a potion. But yeah, we can do a little bit of platforming around here. I will say this world in particular is good with hidden treasures and stuff. Like there's a treasure chest over there. But this place is really open, and I think that's one thing that I really do like about this world is that it's really open, and there's a lot of areas that got hidden items and hidden treasures all over the place, which is really nice. And I think that more worlds should have this, because we don't really see it too much other than in this world and a couple of others that we'll get to later on in the game. But I think out of the first couple, out of the first couple of worlds, I think this one in particular is probably the best. So yeah, so we got ladders and stuff all over the place. We got the tree house. So Deep Jungle is based on the movie Tarzan, the Disney movie Tarzan. Of course, why has this world never returned? One, a lot of people didn't really enjoy it too much. But at the same time, Tarzan at the moment is public domain. So, as you've probably seen a few years ago, there was that Legend of Tarzan movie. I think a live-action film a few years ago by a different studio other than Disney, and that's because the Tarzan property is now in public domain. So what that means is that I think that anybody can usually can utilize this. Wait, is the Trinity mark is not here? That's crazy. Is the Trinity mark not here until we get Donald and Goofy? Because, spoilers, we'll see Donald and Goofy later on. But yeah, we don't need to go over here. I was just exploring a little bit. But yeah, it's... I think a lot of studios can utilize the Tarzan brand now and can just make movies on it. So what are we at? Level 13? Yeah. Okay, so let's continue on and down the tree. And now we get this cool section of the vine sliding. Or vine surfing, is that what it's called? This was a major thing in the Disney movie of Tarzan. So what we can do is we can swing our Keyblade and hit tree branches and stuff. We can also jump over them, and we can slide faster and slower going forward and back. This thing, here we go, we've got a Trinity mark here, so we have to see Donald and Goofy. Yeah, so we do need to open that later on. But yeah, we have those little items. We can pick these up now. We'll need them later. I'll just pick them all up now because I have a feeling that's not the last time we'll see Sabor, which is the leopard thing that come out in the Tactus. So yeah, so we can do a little bit of item farming while we're here as well. Which is good, because we do need some more items. Oh, I never knew you could do that. You can. I didn't even know you could get a high potion out of that. That's cool. I really never knew that. Like I said, doing playthroughs like this, I learned so many new things about these games. Like, I never knew that you could put a potion in there and actually get a high potion out of it. I've probably done it once, but I haven't done it at all.
Who's this?
Hi there.
Oh, you speak English. So then, obviously you're not related to Tarzan. Are you here to study the gorillas?
Highly doubtful.
Yeah, so this is Jane. Well, not this guy.
Sorrel,
This is
Goofy,
not Jane.
Donald.
That is Clayton.
A circus of clowns. Not much use for hunting gorillas.
Mr. Clayton, we're studying them, not hunting them. This is research.
So yeah, so this is
The more the
Jane.
merrier. Do make yourselves at home.
So from what I remember of the movie,
Well, anyway, I'm staying. Huh?
Sorrel, look what we found. Look at this.
so originally I thought that they crash landed. But it seems at this point in time, I'm gonna take out Goofy for Tarzan. Sorry, Donald for Tarzan. Just because Tarzan is a really good mage in this game. So yeah, so now we need the slides, which thankfully we ended up picking up, and I think we have all of them from memory. And we won't get this next story sequence until we find all of them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I think that's it. I think there's 6. So yeah, so we find a castle and somehow Sora's familiar with it. I think some of those slides are references to the movie, but I think that crash that Jane and Clayton crash land on the island where Tarzan is in the jungle, or they take a boat and it just sinks or something. I can't remember. It's been a long time since I watched that movie.
For some time now, but we have yet to encounter these friends of yours. I'd wager they're with the gorillas, but Tarzan refuses to take us to them.
Really, Mr. Clayton? Tarzan wouldn't hide.
Then take us there. Take us to the gorillas. Gorillas.
I think they're all the original voice actors for this world as well. So I do like the guy that plays Clayton.
Tarzan?
If it's not the same guy as the animated film, he does a pretty good job, I will admit.
After all, the jungle is a dangerous place.
And that smile. And as you can tell, he's not someone that we should trust very well. So yes, Jane has a perfectly good reason why she stays behind. So yeah, so this is one of the main reasons why Tarzan I will have in my party. Because he actually summons some magic that we won't actually get until later in the game. This is Arrow. So we actually don't get, we do get that magic. It's more of a defensive magic. It won't become like offensive magic until Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep and Kingdom Hearts 3. Pretty sure. So yeah, so one thing I did have back in the day, and I still have, is my original copy of my player's guide for this game. Oh, actually, what I will do is one thing that we can do in this game that we can't do in this game at the moment is go into our menu and change our party. I think we can do that from Kingdom Hearts 2 onwards. So I'm going to switch Donald in for a second. But we have to do it at save points, and only certain save points, like the big circle save points, we will only be able to use switch party members in this world. So yeah, so activate the Trinity mark. And we get Dalmatians. So we're just going to switch back to Tarzan.